In this video, I'll show you how to create a squeeze page for your sales funnel, which we've been calling your lead magnet funnel. A squeeze page, also called an opt-in page or a lead capture page, is where you offer something valuable, like a free ebook or checklist, in exchange for an email. It's the foundation of most beginner sales funnels, and today, I'll show you how to create one in mere minutes. So let's open the funnel from my previous video called My First Sales Funnel. If you're following along in this training, you could open your own first sales funnel or create a new one. And you'll select the opt-in page and go to the edit page. So let's do that. Let's open this sales funnel, select the opt-in page, and we'll go to edit the page. Now I'm actually going to change this template to something a bit cleaner than we did in the last time. So this is my new template that I've created, that I've selected, I should say. This is a clean template from the library. Look for the ones with big headlines, images, and nice clear forms. So you see you have a nice big headline here, you have a clear image, and you have a nice opt-in form. So that's kind of what you want when you're creating this squeeze page or opt-in page. So the first thing we want to do is to change the headline. Let's update this to something like, get my free whatever your lead magnet is, and I'll give you an example here. Let me just put something in here. I'm going to select that and I'm going to change the text. This thing jumps around a little bit. Let's get rid of this. So we're going to use that for a headline. Then we'll add or replace the image. Let's change this image out. Click here on the image. And then we go to the settings. And over here we find the image. That's the default image, of course. And what we want to do is replace this image. Let's find one. You could upload one from your desktop if you have one, or I'm going to go to My Images and see what I've got here. This is one that I created for this. And there you go. It's a nice image to go along with my title. So it's telling you to get a free checklist, and over here it's telling you to get a beginner funnel checklist. Now we want to have some benefits in here. So let's copy and paste some benefits in there. So we'll select this text section, and we're going to get rid of that text, and we're going to replace it with some benefits. I'll back that up a little bit to create a little space, and there we go. So that's looking good so far. So now you have a nice new title, an image to go with it, and some benefits, a list of benefits in a bullet point list. Now down here, the form where people are going to sign in, there's an email here. So we'll click on that. And again, we can go over here and you can see all the details about the email. If you want to add something like a first name or something, you can do that. But that looks pretty good. You can change anything you want over here. You can change the color, but I'm going to leave it like this. Again, I want it to be nice and simple. And that all looks good, so we'll leave that there. Now click on the submit button, and here they have the default says contact us, so let's click the settings again right there. And we'll go over here to the button and we'll see that we can change anything we want there. And we're going to change the contact us. I'm just going to go right over the contact us text, and I'm going to paste in send me the free checklist. So there you go, we've got that. This box down here I don't need, so I'm going to delete it. We go right to the trash can icon here, and I'm get rid of that. I didn't need all that because you don't want your social media links there. You just want people to focus on your offer and to sign in. You don't want them to go to your social media sites or anything that will detract from what you're trying to accomplish here, which is to get an email subscription. They'll click on here, and when they do, they'll be on your list. And that's what you want. That's how you build an email list. Now you have other sections in this page that you want to get rid of, and you'll get rid of all this stuff, and all you really need is this section right here. I think what we can do though is add a little text message under here. I'm going to drag this text box. Now watch what I do. I drag it here, and when this line here turns blue, you see that line that turned blue? You let it go, and this text will go right under that blue line. And what I want to put in here is a privacy notice. So I'm going to just select that. I'm going to put this over here. Your email is safe with me. I hate spam too. Unsubscribe anytime. So people feel safe in signing up for your email list. Go up here. You can get rid of some of it, clean up some of this stuff. We don't need that section up there. We get rid of that. We don't need any of these things. Click that. Click that. Say OK. Getting rid of everything here. Say OK. And that got rid of the whole section right there. We're going to come up here. We don't need any of these things here, so let's just go to the trash can and get rid of it. Say OK. We don't need this. We can go over here and hit the trash item and get rid of that. And we can get rid of this section. You don't need that. So that's all you do. You get rid of the things you don't need, and again you go through the whole page when you're done and get rid of all these other things that you don't need, and you'll end up with just this page. Now one thing I want to go back to the button here, because this is really important. Click on the place where they're going to click on this submit button. And you go over to these settings over here, and it says action when the button is clicked. And it says submit the form. The action that you want when people click on that button is you want the form submitted. This is here already because in the last video I showed you how to set that up with automatic rules. And the rule was to submit the form. So there are other things you want here, but you want the form submitted so that they get added to your email list. Now here it says, do you want to redirect users after contact registration? So after they register, you want them to go to the next step. So that's there. The next step would be your thank you page, and we'll set that up in the next video. You can also send them to a custom URL if you want. Or if you choose no redirection, then they won't go anywhere. They'll just stay right on this page. You don't want that. You don't need a custom URL in here because you're going to send them to the next step in your funnel, which is the thank you page. So you can just leave it right there. But make sure that these things are set up right so that when people actually click this submission button, they'll be taken to your thank you page. Now, if you wanted to add an additional automation rule, you could, but right now we're going to keep it simple. The only automation rule we want is for the form to be submitted and for them to be added to your email list and to be redirected immediately to the next step, which is your thank you page. Now after all this, you're going to want to save your page. Clicking up there, you can go to this preview page right here to see what it looks like. And there's your your squeeze page or your opt-in page. And there's your page right there. Your squeeze page or your opt-in page is all set to go. There's your headline, here's your image, here's the bullet points showing the benefits of people getting this checklist. Here's the email field where they'll actually enter their email address. And here's the button they'll click to move on to the thank you page and be added to your email list. And boom! Your squeeze page is ready to capture leads. This pairs perfectly with the funnel we built in the last video. And next up, we'll be setting up your thank you page, the final step in creating your first sales funnel. So hit like if this helped. Comment your lead magnet idea so I can follow along with you and see your progress. I'll see you in the next video when we set up your thank you page. Thanks for watching.